We're live. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think we're live. So yeah, um, just like to say something about the passing of Jameer Garcia of Slapshock. Uh, Rest in peace, Jameer. I said something in this episode like nawalan ako ng amor. Like I don't love your music anymore. It's true. Um, there was a couple albums circa in the early 2000s, I think mid 2000s, like kind of drove me away from listening to you guys. But then again, like, can't believe you're gone. Um, but there's layers to why he took his life away. But still, human life is a human life. I don't know if it was like a selfish thing for him to do to take his life away, but rest in peace, man. That's all I can say. I mean, you meant a lot to a lot of people, including me, including people such as myself. Like, um, I would put you up there, man. When I started listening to your music way back when I was like growing up, back in high school, you're up there with Incubus, Slapshock. Who else? Like, even listened to Linkin Park back then. Um, Deftones. Who else was there? But you were there, and you jump started my love for music. So rest in peace, Jamir Garcia. You'll be missed, man. Prayers goes out to his family, and to all the fans, to all music lovers, to all his friends. I just have to be strong at this time, and also on behalf of the out of shape dad, Koy Sarmento, man, we really tried to squeeze in of an intro for this episode earlier, but damn, like technical difficulties and some time constraints and like internet, third world internet. It's just crazy back in the Philippines. So this is it. And we got somebody on this episode. You guys will love him. He's a huge Slapshot fan. And if you guys are into getting inked and tattoos and all, this episode's for you. And please give some feedback on my Tagalog. I'm Bisaya, and my Tagalog is so sagwa. So, like, give me some tips on how to speak Tagalog much better. Anyway, here's the episode.
Alright. Alright, bro. Alright. Alright. Welcome to another episode of the huge podcast. The huge podcast. And I told you I was off.
Welcome to another episode of The Huge Upside. This is Mikhail, your host, and you guys are in for a treat today. Anyway, so I'm not joined today by our co-host, the Out of Shape Dad, because that guy is pretty much, it's Philippine time right now. It's 1 a.m. That guy just sleeps early. He's an early bird, and he's going to wake up early as well. He's going to be up later on around 4 a.m. in Philippine time. That guy sleeps early and gets up early. Think of the dedication and the passion that guy puts into his body is just something else. And also relating to our segment today is also something else. We're gonna dive into something different today. Iba yung pag-uusapan natin ngayong araw. It's not only like about health and fitness per se. Huge Upside is about life in general. So without further ado, I'd like to give you some information regarding our guest today. So I've known this guy since circa 2015, 2014, 2015. because I moved in the same house with this guy. Brings back memories. So nostalgic. Like humble beginnings in Dubai. Like when you started out, like man, like brings back memories. You get culture shock, and then you get exposed to different cultures and just different personalities, and your ego will really be hurt in some way or will be touched because you just have to adapt, man. Dapat kang marunong makisama. So for our audience right now, who's just like baka nagtataka kayo, ba't nagtatagalog ako? Pasensya na. Kasi I'm not from, my mother tongue is Bisaya. I'm really trying my best to say, to speak in Tagalog because we really also want to expand not only in the English context, we also would like to talk and speak in Tagalog too for every one of you guys. And there you go. Can you hear it? There you go. Our guest is about to start. Putting in some ink. Talk about ink.
Ingay ba, idol?
Ayos lang. Ayos lang, idol. We like that. That's ASMR to our guests. So, guys, I'd like to introduce to you Darwin Rimando of Kwarog Tattoos. Welcome to the show, man. Feel good. I am so honored and blessed.
How are you?
Man. I feel so honored that you are here. Like, I'm good. Thank you for asking. I didn't even ask how you are. Kamusta, pare? Kamusta?
I'm good, Habibi.
Habibi.
Pare, dumudugo na yung ilong ko. My nose is bleeding already.
Ayos lang. Magtatagalog tayo from time to time.
It's my first time to have a Zoom interview.
Oh, really?
And it's good. It's good. Because I know you, because you're my old friend, so...
Yes. We've known each other
normally
since
and,
2015, di ba?
Yeah.
Yes.
14, I think.
14? Oh, I gotta check my facts right. Darwin, salamat. I know you're like a big figure, public figure ngayon. Like, damn.
Hindi naman.
Like look at you, man. You're in every platform now. Like, especially in Instagram, you have a huge following. And also pati din sa YouTube, I see you're like consistent with the content, man. I like your Tagalog Tuesdays. Although
another Tagalog Tuesday episode. Shout out po kay Froy Jacinto sa ating Peking Cup. Joke.
I admit I haven't been watching a lot, but I did watch a few. I love that part when you spoke about what to do, like 10 things, I think 10 bagay na dapat mong malaman bago kang magpatattoo o bago kang pumunta sa tattoo artist. I really love that because, me, like, hanggang ngayon, Darwin, aminin ko, no?
Mm-hmm.
Ako pa lang yung kasama mo sa bahay na hindi mo pa natira. So, virgin pa rin yung balat ko. But I know balak sana natin dati noon, di ba? Gawin mo akong canvas.
Hindi kaya available doon.
Actually hindi, tol, bro, hindi dahil doon. Kasi di ako pinapayagan ng girlfriend ko dati. Ganun ako. So, di ba? Naalala mo yun? Ironic lang kasi siya may tattoo, ako wala. may kiss ka ng ganon, yung kliyente mismo tinatago niya yung tattoo, ayaw niya malaman yung family niya.
Ay, madami, idol.
Oh, solid.
Madami. Oo, madami. Meron pa nga yung mga yung babae pa yung nagpupumilit doon sa lalaki na magpatato kasi mo yan, yung lalaki yung walang tato. Yung babae madaming tato.
Kasi yung lalaki wala, no?
Oo.
Baka type din siguro ng babae, no, na gusto niya yung lalaki ay malinis, parang boy next door. clean cut, clean look. Ano ba?
Siguro nga.
No.
Or sorry nagtatato ako habang kausap mo.
ayos
Nakikinig
lang.
ako, idol. 100%.
Ito yung gusto kong may palabas sa mga audience natin that we're doing this live. We're doing this live. It's on the go. It's very impromptu. It's very casual.
Naka-live tayo talaga?
Come again?
Naka-live talaga tayo?
Hindi to live. Hindi to live. Sana, I wish. Like, that's also a platform that we want to go live someday.
Yeah, we can do that.
It's one reason also I'd like to reach out to you because let's face it, di ba? Like, I don't want to be a hypocrite. Gusto ko rin i-guest yung mga tao na who made it. I mean, if you would see yourself that way, na successful ka and you made it, because I hold you to a standard. Like, I look at you and I think about like, this guy is like a standard when it comes to tattoo artists. Because I've seen
yes,
it. Like circa 2015, 2016, 2017, like, you're racking up awards, di ba? Dubai Ink Fest. Pumunta ka pa
You saw me grow.
Oh, di ba?
You saw me grow. You saw me where I started. So,
you started there. Yeah, I know
alam
you. I know you that
much.
much.
Ko noon.
Alam ko. I saw you. Hindi pa siguro ka ganun kadami yung tats mo dati, pero parang may nagpadagdag ka ata.
Oo, idol.
Nadagdagan. But anyway, Darwin, actually, salamat.
Dahil yung importante doon, idol, ikaw mismo yung Ikaw mismo yung parang magsasabi na kung saan ako nanggaling. Nakita mo kung saan ako nagtatato noon, sa ilalim ng bed.
Yes, sir. Yeah, ikukwento ko yan lahat. Like, all right.
Yeah,
for all you don't know, because Darwin's a bit handicapped right now. He's doing his clients, he's inking his clients. So Darwin, pretty much, I saw his humble beginnings. Although I know he's very talented ever since when straight out from Baguio, this guy. He went also overseas. Pumunta ka na Malaysia, di ba, bro?
Oh, idol. Dati, bago ako mag-Dubai, Malaysia, Singapore, Hong Kong, in and out, idol, every 2-3 months.
And to think that...
Ano yun? Home service.
Home service, di ba? This guy has overseas experience, man. Like, he's been around. He's been around. Galing na din siya doon sa mga, like what he mentioned, those countries, and eventually landed here in the sandpit. I think he likes it here dito sa sandpit. Bakit kaya? Okay, but we will get to that. I saw him grow. Nagkasama kami sa bahay. Tas nagugulat ako. But sino ba itong mga taong pumapasok dito? Hindi ko naman kakikilala itong mga taong to. Pag pumapasok dun sa kwarto nila, Darwin. Kaya pala, yun pala yung ginagawa niya. Siya pala ay tattoo artist. And he has grown his name exponentially. Like, man, that's where we want to go, Darwin. What we're doing right now is like very DIY. And I know you also started DIY, di ba? That's the pinaka-punk rock yung gagawin mo, DIY everything. Kasi let's face it, we all start from somewhere. We're start from nothing, di ba? Wala tayo sa
lahat naman, idol. Lahat nagsisimula sa wala, idol. Parang lahat tayo pinanganak na hubad.
Totoo. And each time we grow, we have layers, diba? And then that's I think why people get tattoos, because every growth experience, every time they grow, they wanna remember that. Like, they wanna add a new tattoo on their sleeve, or whether it's experience of a happy experience or a sad or a depressing experience. That's what they do. I would just like to commend our guest, mga sa lahat ng nakikinig, sa lahat or viewing this on YouTube right now, because we were also trying to start YouTube too. Sa lahat na nakikinig ngayon, I just like to commend this guy. He's doing this podcast segment while tattooing a guy. Like, he is that good. Like, ain't no way I would try to multitask that way, but his reflex is built for driving that ink into your skin. He's that good, guys. Like, you guys look
busy lang.
You guys look him up, man. The following does not lie. Like, he's got like loads of good reviews, and even tattoo artists look up to this guy. Like, I've read in one of the comments doon sa YouTube, maraming mga tattoo artists doon who look up to you and seek advice. How does that feel,
Yes,
pare? How does that feel?
Okay
like,
naman.
looking up to you, man.
Masaya, idol, na nakakatulong. Kasi before, wala pang YouTube. Kapag ka gusto mong matutong magtattoo, idol, mag-apprenticeship ka. Meron tayong, parang sa US, may apprenticeship na 2 years.
Mm-hmm. And you don't get paid,
ngayon,
parang internship lang yan.
Hindi, idol. Magsaserve ka doon sa master mo. Kung kunwari, ako, idol kong gusto kong parang matutong parang kay gantong tao. Kailangan kong mag-serve sa kanya ng 2 years. Libre. Idol. Ganon. Bago niya ako turuan.
Pro bono. Internship.
Ngayon, online na lahat. May nagtuturo na sa YouTube. May nagtuturo na sa kung saan-saan.
Dumaan ka ba doon? Nag-benefit ka ba sa tutorial sa YouTube? O ito lahat ay talent and self-made ka talaga? Or may mga idols ka rin nilook up to?
Meron, idol. Siyempre, may mga idol pa rin.
You can name drop people, by the way, if you want to.
Okay. Puro overseas eh.
It's fine.
Sila Nico Hurtado, Dimitri Samohin from Ukraine. Yan yung mga taong magagaling sa realism kasi talagang yun yung gusto kong forte noon na hindi na tuloy-tuloy.
Nice.
Kasi tanggap ako ng mga kung ano-anong mga style. So,
but you have to, di ba?
Kasi kung magsistick sa Pinas kasi, kung magsistick ka sa isang style, hindi ka kikita.
Oo.
Alam namang tanggihan mo yung mga tao, di ba?
Oo, pera din yun, di ba? Like, you have to make bread. This is your hustle. I mean, like, plus enjoy mo naman din yung company ng mga tao. Like, para ka ring barber, di ba? Gumagawa, nakipag-usap din kayo, nagkwekentuhan. Kaya siguro, like, for you, like, it's so easy to connect with people because nakaharap ka sa kliyente mo. And you guys, it's of course just to break the ice, you always talk to the guy, di ba? So sanay ka na makipagharap sa camera, makipag-usap sa mga tao, kahit sino-sino, kahit ibang nationality.
Nagpa-practice pa rin ako, idol. I'm still
seryoso? Hindi
Starting pa lang tayo.
Starting. Kung may starting dito, kami. Ang starting. Well, that's why,
parang pro na nga magsalita eh. Parang okay ka na sa audience mo eh. Ako medyo nahihiya pa ako eh.
Ako, hiya naman din ako. Alam mo, just to tell you honestly, kinabahan ako bago tayo before we started. Because like, even though kahit acquainted na tayo, magkaibigan tayo dito sa UAE, man, you're still talking to Kwarog. Pero that's the thing. But you are always down to earth. And you're very humble.
Wala naman na bago sa akin, idol. Kwarog pa rin ako.
Kwarog pa rin. Nadagdagan ka lang siguro ng tattoo. Ano pa? But you've like expanded by pare. I've seen your expansion. Like you've been growing. Your audience is growing. Your clientele is growing. Your schedule is growing. Yung schedule mo ay one of the most toxic na schedule nakikita ko. Like, damn.
Yun nga, idol.
Damn.
Hindi mo ako matsambahan eh. Tingnan mo pati schedule mo, pati ikaw, kailangan mo magpabook eh. Sorry.
I'm just lucky that you're not charging me right now. Kasi, alam mo, time is valuable, di ba? Like,
oo, idol.
Very valuable.
Ito kinausap ko lang to na baka kung pwede may interview. Gusto niya.
Thank you. Thank you. Salamat.
Saying thank you for giving me to him. For the experience.
Can you hear
me? Ako daw yung boss, sabi niya.
Yes, totoo yan. Boss Darwin. Pero,
ako lang nakakarinig sa'yo, idol.
Okay. Sige. Ayos. Which is good. So, I'd like to go back to your humble beginnings and where you are from now. And the people who you worked with and your friends that came along. So, when you're in OFW, would you consider yourself OFW, bro?
Oo naman. Oo, idol. Kasi nasa naman tayo eh.
Nasa ibang
labas ng Pilipinas.
And we always on this podcast, bro, lagi naming sinasabi at dinidispel yung stereotype ng mga OFW. Like, we have it good here, masaya ang buhay. Hindi talaga. I mean, I don't know for Darwin, he's enjoying life right now.
Ay, hindi, idol.
Hindi pa rin, no?
Parang 15 hours a day ako magtrabaho.
shit.
Saka wala akong day off, idol. Magde-day off ako once in 2 months. Ganun.
Once in 2 months. So you are straight up hustling. Grabe. This guy is hustling mode. But I'm not nosy kind of motherfucker, okay? But I always overhear, because you got like assistants before, and those were also my friends too, like the Baguio guys. Yes, like I'm gonna name drop some people here. We got Timoy, Timothy, Rojan, who else? Tomo and
Corrupt by Tomo.
Who else? Tomo and got Flor, and who else is there? I can't name them all, but yeah, those were the guys. Those were the culprits. And always over here, when they were working with you, they talked about how fucked up busy your schedule was. Like, shit, this guy is like, and also gets mentioned what is your gross income done. So like, guys, we're talking about 5-digit, 100-digit, 6-digit. No, I'm just joking. We don't know. But that's just Darwin. It's all thing. We don't want to expose like how much is anong net worth ni Kwarog. Actually, para siguro billion na ata to.
wala pa.
But man,
nagsisimula pa lang tayo. Kasi, di ba, alam mo naman, may business akong bumagsak.
Oh yeah, talk about that too. What was that business like? Can I name drop it here right now?
It's okay.
Was that forgot the name. I even forgot the name. Like you guys were rap stars. You're foiling up cars, right? And you were doing it with your matalik na kaibigan, best friend. Shout out, Dogs Corrleone. And this is what I appreciate about being an OFW, Darwin. Like, na-appreciate ko talaga yung network. Small world, di ba? Like, matalik yun na kaibigan ni Dogs. Dati, pumapasya lang siya sa bahay, di ba? Tapos nagkalapit sila sa mga kasama natin sa bahay. Tapos nag-alok na din siya sa amin na dito magbubukas ako ng flat sa Riga. Tapos doon na naging close na din kami ni Dogs. Actually mas close kami ni Dogs kaysa sa'yo eh. Isa yun sa mga tao na high regard ko talaga yung ano niya. Kasi prinsipyo din yun. I like him. Marunong siya makisama, marunong siya makiblend, marunong siya magtimpla ng tao. So shout out Dogs Corrleone. If you're listening to this episode right now, show us some love, man. Shout out. And he's living his American dream. Di ba?
Oo, nasa US na.
Yes.
Parang naging kamukha mo si Pacquiao. Idol.
Kasi tignan mo naman eh. Spinosport ko na yung beauty game ko. Actually, mas mahaba po to last like 2 months ago. Ganito nakahaba. But I have to kasi hindi siya hygienic. Di ba? Nagmamask ka nga eh. Hindi siya hygienic kasi other than this podcast is just like a side hustle for me. Wala pa naman siyang income for now, but we're trying to build it, right? But my main source of income dito is I have clients. Like, if maalala nyo, I'm teaching here. Guru ako. I teach like I teach kids on the autism spectrum. So, if pahabaan ko yung bangas ko, idol, hindi na siya maging hygienic. Kasi alam mo na yung mga bata, hawak ng hawak yan, di ba? Pag ito, you're a father, right? You're a father of 2. And
yes,
alam mo na yung mga bata, si Andy at si, ano na yung pangalan ng lalaki?
Darius nga. Alam mo yung bata, hawak ng hawak yan sa kasi sensory na feeling tong yung beard eh. Gustong-gusto nila yan eh. So, kailangan ko talaga siyang So, yung nakikita mo ngayon, maikli na to. Pero, hopefully, mahaba ulit. But anyway, just wanna go back. Okay lang yan.
Just go back to you mentioned about rap stars. What was that experience like for you? Trying to grow a baby, a passion in cars. Like I know you love cars, and what was that experience like for you? Even though you said it didn't survive, what was that experience like for you?
It's a huge, paano ko sasabihin? Parang, hindi ko pwedeng sabihin failure eh. Kasi, meron siyang, it's a huge lesson sa akin, sa buhay, idol. Hindi lang sa buhay, sa pakikitungo sa tao, sa paano magdesisyon sa buhay, anong uunahin, mga priorities sa buhay. Dami ang natutunan, idol. Tsaka doon ko lahat nakilala yung talagang tropa ko.
Hindi doon mo makikilala, 'di ba, kung ano sa hanggang saan lang yung tao.
Kung sino. Kung sino ang ano natin, idol. Kung sino ang natira, yun ang totoo.
Doon mo makikilala. But yeah, like basta may something involved, like basta may buy-in, like money or time or something of value, lalabas talaga yung mga ugali ng mga tao, no?
Idol.
Pero did you see it like other than may mga ugali talagang ganyan, tanggap mo naman?
On point, idol. Ano yan? Sorry.
Tanggap mo naman. Sorry, tanggap mo naman sila kahit ganun ang nangyari. Are you guys like somewhere now? Like are you in a good place right now with these folks?
Yung iba, oo. Yung iba, hindi.
Mm-hmm.
So, may mga iba na talagang nang iwan, idol. Sa ere.
All right.
May mga ganung tao.
I like this part because this is like this is something we don't really touch base on this podcast. But since we're here and this is a very unique episode, man, would you like to say a message to whoever they are? Like a quick message. In case they've been listening right now.
Yung mga
for those who stuck around and for those who left. A quick message.
You just have to like cherish your friends. Parang i-cherish mo yung mga taong na laging nandyan na hindi ka iniwan. I-cherish mo lahat yung mga taong yun kasi bandang huli, malay mo, sila ang tutulong sa'yo.
True.
Or, huwag kang masyadong take advantage sa mga taong meron. Or sa mga taong hindi ko ma-explain eh.
That's fine.
Parang take advantage ka sa friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Huwag doon sa materialistic na bagay na kung anong meron sila. Huwag kang... Kasi, meron akong mga friends na nung meron ako, nandyan sila. Nung nawalan ako, wala na sila.
That's really happening, right? That's so true.
It's happening. It's happening. If money talks, bro.
It's true.
Kailangan mong intindihin yung prosesong yun. Mangyayari sa iyo yan, idol, pagka in time.
That's why I want to.
Masakit.
I know
masakit,
it hurts.
idol.
Because these guys were close to
masakit.
You at some point, right? And
masakit, idol, kasi naging close friends mo, naging mo, tapos parang malalaman mo bandang huli ganun pala yung taong yun. Sakit sa yun, idol, kasi halos lahat sila tinulungan mo, tapos bandang huli wala.
And this happens.
Oo, parang.
Nice.
Masakit, idol. Kaya ako nagsolo ngayon at parang wala na rin akong pakialam sa kanila. Parang wala sila pakialam sa akin. Wala na rin akong pakialam sa kanila. Parang
I mean like
mas nagiging tough. Kumbaga yung loob ko nagiging tough ako sa mga ganyan na.
Naging thick skin ka na din.
Oo, ganun.
But I think friendships and relationships are like bound around time, right? And how long a person spends his time with you. And also like, yeah, you gotta have loyalty too. I mean, that's a very difficult thing to like preserve in one person's, especially in the face of adversity. Sa panong mahirap.
Actually, wala sa tagal, idol. Wala sa tagal ng pinagsamahan. Nasa in times of...
yung sa hirap, di ba? Taghirap.
Oo, pagka nasa low situation lowest point in your life. At nandyan pa rin sila, yun yung mga totoong tao. Kasi doon mo malalaman
Idol, naisip ko
Amis.
if dumaan din ako doon, like I wouldn't know what to do, like okay, ganito nangyari sa inyo, tas I was there, and then I wouldn't know. It's a very difficult situation to be in, but it just really takes someone like genuine to come out of it, and like kung ano man ang nangyari, hopefully it was for the best. And kasi doon mo talaga makikilala yung mga tao, di ba? But, like we all want a happy ending, but sometimes it just doesn't turn out that way. And we all have to move on. We all got lives. May mga buhay din tayo. We have to carry on and move on.
Sa bandang huli, family will stick.
Yes, sir.
Kumbaga, family pa rin ang matitira. So,
yes,
priority ang family mo rin.
Priority is family. Right. Thank you for sharing that experience with us, Darwin Lakay.
Thank you.
Because you know what, I could be having that experience too. You never know. Like through this busy building up this podcast and whatever we're trying to do here, we may encounter some difficulties and some rough stretches like this, and through this stretches you will know who will stand by your side. But for me, like I will always try my best to keep everyone intact. But if it's not gonna work, if it's not meant to be, then it's not your fault. At least you tried, right? Nasubukan mo din yung lahat.
Yun nga rin yun eh. Yung business, tungkol sa business din. At least hindi mo pagsisisihan na hindi mo ginawa. Pagsisisihan mo dahil ginawa mo pero hindi nag-work out. Is a big difference. At least may ginawa ka eh. Kaysa dun sa compared to not doing anything. Like, di ba?
At least hindi ka magsisi na wala kang ginawa. At least you did. Like the only, like I always hear this around. This one gets tossed around, Darwin. Like their greatest fear is when they reach 90 or 80, 70, thinking and looking back, I wish I did this. Sana nagawa ko to. Di ba?
Sa akin, pag 90 na ako, I did it, but I failed. But it's not a failure, it's a lesson.
It's a lesson, di ba? yun yung kaya sometimes I really enjoy the guests who yung may pinagdadaanan, kasi they have a lot of wisdom. They learn so much through their experience, and such as yours.
Oh, bro.
If for our audience right now, I know if you may not able to reach Kwarog here through his channels, at least go talk to someone like your grandfather, like your grandmother. Kausapin mo yung tito mo, o kausapin mo yung sino-sino na matanda na, kasi may mga pinagdaanan na mga yan. They will tell you their life experience. Sasabihin, ikikwento nila sa'yo, ito yung mga regrets ko. Dito ako nagkulang. And then through that, you have to pick it up. You have to learn. Life is about learning. And failures that come along the way. I think yung nangyari sa rap stars is just a very expensive tuition. You learned a lot. And I think na-apply mo naman yan sa Kwarog tattoos, di ba? Look where you are now. Man.
Napakalaki. Ang laking lesson sa akin, idol. Hindi ko ma-explain, pero malaking lesson sa akin. Kaya, sinisherish ko pa rin kahit nag-fail ako doon.
I like what you did with that too. Like you guys were trying to try a lifestyle, a brand, but which is good. Like I mean, it's just unlucky, but I think
yung sa ano lang yun sa market lang talaga. Kasi yung time na yun.
Sa tingin mo, if nagbukas kayo mga like 5 years ago, sasabog pa yun? Sasabog talaga yun, no?
Feeling ko magiging okay, idol. Kasi na-timing lang na
recession.
Nung nagbukas kami, nagka-recession 2018. So, lahat nag-suffer.
Nakadaan nga ako dun sa shop nyo. Ang ganda. Ano ba? Parang pwedeng tumambay dun. Parang tambayan na nga eh. Yun nga yung... Pwede na kayo magbenta ng coffee dun. Pwede kayong magbukas ng coffee shop. Like for whoever like tries to like drop by. Like, iwan ko muna yung kotse ko dito. Magkape-kape lang ako. Galing. Pero anyway, Past is past. We all have to move on. Move on. But I'm going to shift to a different side of the episode now. Like, you spoke about family. So who will stick with you through thick and thin? And I also know your wife, Ate Ani. Shout out. We have the same birthday. Ironic. October 15. Anyway,
happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And then you got 2 little kids now who are like really growing really fast in Andy and there's, I don't know, we can, if you want, we can cut off their names. If you don't want their names to be name dropped, we can cut this segment.
It's okay.
Fine. All right. Thanks, bro.
It's okay. Darius, Andy, and Darius.
Andy and Darius. Tell us what it's like to have a family right now, man. Like, how has family help you transition your very unbelievably busy schedule? Like, how have they helped you cope with your schedule, man?
At first, of course, it's difficult, but it's fun. But they serve as an inspiration for you to push through sa ginagawa mo and to keep your goals straight. Kaya parang nag-serve sila na para hindi rin ako bumigay nung time na yun. Kasi wala na talaga eh. Parang gusto
naalala ko
pakamatay,
yun.
ganun.
You reached to that point?
Lumabas si Darius.
Dumating sa point na naisip mo yun? Grabe.
Oo, bro.
Damn.
Ganun, katindi.
Ganun talaga, no? Like, just think like what these the hardships and adversity can do to a person. But I think you came out of that stronger now. Like, yeah. Like,
kasi hindi siya ganun kasimpleng problema. Idol, malaki.
Oo.
Sa amount na nawala, yung amount pa lang na nawala sa akin.
Oo.
Magugulat ka siguro pag mayaman mo.
I don't need to know. But I do know that.
Alam mo ba?
Alam ko ang narinig ko na pag-uusapan niya minsan. I'm not nosy motherfucker, okay? But I heard about that. Like you had those challenges.
Wait lang, idol, wait lang.
Sige, take your time.
Kuha ko lang ng drinks.
Nice.
Si Kuya.
Take us to your shop, man. Well, let me see it.
Sorry. That's my shop.
Very nice. Saan pala yung assistant mo, si Flor? Busy
yun nga eh. Bullshit yun, iniwan niya ako.
But anyway, he walked me through this process too. Like, thank you. A shout out to that guy. I used to live in the same house with that guy too. He's a good guy. I noticed din na nagpapalaki na kayo ng mga katawan ngayon. Ayos Flex mo nga yung biceps mo. Pakita naman ng braso dyan.
Di pa. Kakasimula pa lang. Ano ba ito? Parang 1 month pa lang, idol.
But it's so ironic. You also worked in a gym before, di ba? That was nice.
Oo, idol. Doon ako nag-start. Kasi wala akong visa nun, kaya doon ako kumuha.
Yeah, that's like what sometimes other freelancers do here. They just get a job to get a visa, and then the real hustle is the side hustle. Grabe.
Mag-good night, ate. May Pepsi ba doon sa baba? Oo. Pwede pa kuha. Pakita ko sa'yo yung...
Show us the crib, man.
Oo. Nandito yung si Mrs. ko si Andy. Nakapodcast si Mike.
Hi, Ate Ann.
Hi, Mike.
Kamusta?
Kabahin
What
natin.
up, Andy? Naalala mo pa ako? Where's Darius? Hi, Andy. What's up, little lady? What's up, sweetheart?
Dalawa.
Howdy.
Ayaw niya.
That's
Okay, sige na,
fine.
Andy. Good
They
night
get
na.
shy.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh, hindi na.
Naka-live kami. Oh.
Yeah, we're recording. Okay. Hi, hello, sweetheart.
Ay, she's shy.
Uh-huh.
Hi.
You want to listen to a bedtime
No, no.
story? Cute.
Oh, you want to hear a bedtime story?
Not now.
Nahihiya.
Not now, huh? Grabe. Time flies.
Natok
Malaki
na.
Time flies. Malaki na si Andy. Grabe, solid.
Yeah. Ay,
Good night. Kiss mo si Daddy.
good night na.
Sweet kid.
Sorry, idol.
Ayos lang. Pasensya na, nakita ko pa lahat yun. Kasi naintindihan ko yung mga privacy ng mga tao eh. Alam mo naman.
Hindi, okay lang, idol. At least, alam mo na yung itsura ng ano ko. Ito lang. Akyat lang ako, shop ko na.
Alam mo ba, pupunta sana ako dyan.
Pwede mo ipakita.
Nahiya lang ako.
Pwede mo ipakita. Mas okay sana, idol, kung nandito ka na para...
Hindi, pero
Yeah.
nahiya din na kasi ako, alam mo na. Basta nahimayain talaga ako eh.
Bakit?
Kilala
Naninibago nga ako sa'yo. Hindi ko nga alam na ganyan ka pala magsalita.
Hindi, syempre, tahimik lang ako. Hindi nga ako nagsasalita madalas eh. Tahimik lang ako, nakikinig lang ako, nag-observe lang ako.
Pero ang galing, idol.
Yeah.
The way you speak and the way you entertain your audience is very, paano ba? Entertaining.
Entertaining, yun lang.
Maganda yung boses mo eh.
Tas baka if may mapulot sila, that's the only thing. I mean, nakakasawa din yung mga boses namin, solid. Pero alam mo naman, like, as much as possible, we want to put out value to people. Like what you're doing, Bay. Like what you're doing, Dar. Nagbibigay ka ng value sa mga audience mo sa YouTube, Facebook, and to your clients. I mean...
I'll smoke, bro.
Oh.
Ayusin lang ako.
Ayos lang. Okay, man. Darwin is taking us a tour in his crib. Location cannot be disclosed for confidential reasons. Sino yan?
Sige lang. Pwede mo na pakita. Okay lang.
Hindi.
Tayo lang naman eh.
Nice. But I can remember tumira kayo din sa Salahuddin before dito. Tumira kayo dun sa may Alburer.
Sa likod ng Rick Mall.
Di nga na ako nakapunta dun eh. Nakapunta ako dun sa Business Bay. That was where I last ayos. Nakiswimming pa kami dun sa sa swimming pool nyo dun sa taas. Nung wala kayo, nagbakasyon ata kayo nun. Ayos din yun ah. I mean,
kasi ako, hindi pala pwede, no?
Ayos lang. No worries. Oo nga. Pero pwede kang mag-ano eh. If you wanna cuss, you wanna curse, that's fine. This is that podcast. You get to be real, man.
Hindi lang ako.
Ayos lang yan.
Podcast eh, wala naman yung video, hindi naman makikita yung video eh. So,
actually, just a heads up. We just launched our first video today. It's 1 hour long. It's someone from our place in Cagayan de Oro City. So we're trying to migrate from podcast to video form. So like sinusubukan na namin mag-expand.
Baliktarin mo, idol, mas okay.
Okay
mas
nga,
okay
diba?
baliktarin mo.
YouTube,
video muna, tapos rip off mo lang yung audio.
Yun na nga. Pero we started out as podcast kasi I'm a huge fan of podcast. Alam mo, ang dinaanan namin dito, may app dati, tawag niya Anchor. Which is you can record through your phone and it's very portable. You can do it anywhere. Ngayon lang kami nagsubok mag-Zoom. And you just realize you can also record videos on Zoom. Which is okay. That's a very good platform. But hindi pa namin sinubukan labas yung video sa YouTube. But we are going to start now. And if you're okay with it, this video will come out and then,
it's okay.
Cut na lang natin
pero,
yung ibang
Idol, bawi ako next time kasi hindi ako makagalaw masyado dito saka hindi ako makapagsalita na maayos. Kaya,
no, it's fine. Darwin,
syempre,
ayos lang talaga.
Mag-part 2 ka, Idol, sa atin para solid yung mapag-uusapan natin. Kasi ayoko yung ganun na na parang nabibitin ako sa sinasabi ko eh. May gusto kong sabihin pero
it's fine. I mean, because podcast this is good. Like you said nga, hindi siya scripted, diba? It's very spontaneous. And
wala tayong script.
Wala tayong script. This is what our audience want. Like very natural, very organic to its core. Pero solid, no? Like actually, Darwin, ito pa yung pinakamahaba na conversation natin kasi hindi talaga tayo nag-uusap.
Busy ako noon eh. Busy ka din.
Busy ikaw, busy ako. And I'll be honest, wala din na kasi akong kwento sa'yo. Wala din kasi, syempre, I think it's because the language barrier. Di din ako marunong mag-Tagalog dati. Hanggang ngayon, masagwa pa rin yung Tagalog ko. Pero, dati wala talaga akong maikwento sa'yo. So, but through our friends, to our housemates, like, you know, I got to know you. And I have a very distinct memory of you. It was that Dubai Ink Fest. Solid talaga na experience sa akin yun.
2015.
2015. You won the whole thing. I think you won like how many awards that time. That was really surreal experience for me. Plus, I get to see my idols. Tumugtog ang Greyhoundz for the first time. Nakita ko. Greyhoundz for the first time, nakita ko sila. Yung Queso, nakita ko rin sila. Slapshock, hindi. Tinapos mo ako sa sarili kong mundo. Sumisigaw, umihiyaw, yakapin mo ako. Wala na yung amor ko sa Slapshock. Pero ayos pa rin, tinugtog sa lang Agent Orange, ayos lang. Pero I remember that time when, shout out Nolly Boy Lagman, he was your canvas that time and you put a very beautiful tattoo on his left thigh, I think. That was the American Indian. Damn, that killed it. I saw the judge's face. The judge's face was like, OMG, like, damn. He was like,
Chumamba lang, chamba.
Di chamba yun. That was like a testament of your talent. Like, you are really talented.
And then, tinry ko lang i-pinush yung sarili ko talaga sa competition. Kasi sa Pilipinas, dati, sumasali na ako sa ganyan, pero yung tipong hindi ko pinupush yung sarili ko. Gusto ko lang ma-experience yung sumasali, yung ganun. Hindi ko pinupush na manalo. Yun lang yung time na yun ko binuhos ko lahat. Kasi nakita mo naman, anong oras na kami natapos. Binuhos ko lahat, sinali ko lahat yung mga gawa ko. Tapos lahat, inayos ko. Parang
nanalo din yung mga fullback mo, no? Yung fullback, yung...
Lahat. Oo, lahat ng sinali ko nanalo.
Damn. I was like, I wanted to celebrate with you guys after that. But may pasok ako noon. Alam mo, natandaan mo, sa hotel ako dati.
Umalis ka eh.
Panggabi ako, solid. Like, I had to like work. And that was like, that was my experience back then.
Message talal in IG. Or WhatsApp. Sorry, Idol. Wait lang.
Ayos lang. This is nice. Like, you know. Damn, Kwarog in the flesh, y'all. This guy's in the flesh. And he's spending time with us tonight.
Sorry, may nag-aantay kasi dito kay Flor. Umalis si Flor.
Okay. Nagde-deliver ata yun.
Okay lang.
Anyway.
Nag-deliver ng shirts eh.
That's why. And he told me like, Kuya, bili ka ng Merc. So I was like, buhay pa yung Kwarog Tiko. Andito pa. Solid.
Oo nga, binigyan kita nun. No.
Oy, bumili ako. I didn't ask.
Bumili ka ba?
Oh.
Yung dala ko noon. Okay.
I bought one. Again, like, sa ngayon, hindi na ako naniwala sa bigay eh. So you have to support local business. You have to support...
Yun, tama.
If totoong kaibigan ka, if you're a real friend, you support your friend's business, you have to pay.
Bayad ka.
Bayad ka. O kahit ano, huwag kang humingi ng discount. Pay up, man. Like, if you also like would like to put up your own business one day, you know who your friends are. They'll also support you. Di ba?
Of course.
Grabe. Again, Kwarog is back in the grind. He's back in putting ink into that canvas, that art canvas.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Pero simulan ko lang to. Magtanong ka lang dyan, Idol. Sasagot lang ako.
Actually, we're nearing the end of our segment. So I don't want to take too much of your time, and your clients probably thinking na ano pang klaseng artist to na ginaganon na.
Okay lang siya. Kinausap ko siya, Idol.
Yeah, I know. Like you guys spoke to this guy. Like if it's okay, like we do a podcast episode as well. while we're doing this.
Kaya nga sabi ko sa'yo, Idol, mas okay may part 2. Gusto ko may part 2. Ako
Yeah,
na magre-request.
let's do that. Let's do that. But Darwin, like, huge thank you. Maraming salamat talaga. As in, like, na-appreciate ko. Like,
No
you're
problem,
trying to spend
Idol.
time
Support
for
din
this.
kita.
Thank you. It's all about the support, pare. Like, this is what I heard it from Kanye West, like, or from someone, like, money is a form of currency, but there are also other currencies out there, such as relationships. So, like, other than hindi naman tayo ganun ka-tight and close, kasi housemates lang tayo, but again, from time to time we talk. I'll be a hypocrite. Okay, aminin ko, hipokrito ako. Of course, alam ko medyo may pangalan ka na dyan, so I want to get you in the podcast. But again, like, we also know each other, so baka papayag ka. That's it. Like, this is what we want from our guests, you know, on this
tight episode. Tight lang schedule talaga, Idol.
Oh, no.
Medyo tight na.
Tight. I know you guys, you're very busy, man. You're very busy. So, this is what we want, like, this lasting relationship with our guests, you know. It's like, di ba parang negosyo lang, di ba? Like, it's the relationships you have with your customers, you have with the other businesses. Like, if you're doing a B2B, business to business, or direct consumer, you have to establish that relationship. And this is it right here. Si Darwin na mismo nagsabi, let's do this again. Oh, man, I love it.
Ulitin natin, Idol, kasi para maayos. Diba?
Set natin.
Mas maayos pa natin.
Pwede. But this is very nice. This is very organic and DIY to its core, because tingnan mo naman, man. Like, look at this guy. He's doing this segment and he's tattooing. How the fuck can you do that?
At least malalaman mo.
Oh. Possible pala.
Tattoo artist yung kausap. Baka
possible
bogus,
pala to.
Hindi pala tattoo artist yung kausap.
Yeah, that's real right there. That's Kwarog. You see him in the video. You hear his voice. That's him. Anyway, Darwin, marami kasi kaming adlib dito lang natutuwa minsan yung mga audience, yung mga ganitong bagay. but yeah, thank you for taking us through how important your family was.
Thank you, bro.
I kind of noticed, like, you went from Philippines now to Malaysia, Singapore, and Hong Kong. Now you're in Dubai. Do you like Dubai? Do you like UAE? What's UAE like for you? Why do you like it here? You have the option to go to, like, US, pwede ka mag-US, mag-UK, but why Dubai, man? Why do you like UAE? Tell us about that.
This is where I grew up. This is where parang dito naging lumago yung Kwarog tattoos, Idol. Parang ang laki ng sentimental value ng Kwarog tattoos. Ng Dubai, sorry. Sa Kwarog tattoos.
Parang
sobrang laki.
Parang may attachment ka na sa lugar na to, because this is where I think you grew your name, right? Like, dito talaga na yan. Dito ka sumabog, di ba? You emerged and you broke out from the scene. Like, man, I can imagine where you came from. So tell, for our listeners right now who are not in the UAE or in the UAE, would just like to hear your voice, describe to our audience right now, what's UAE like? What's Dubai like, man?
Dubai is a busy place. It's where you grow. Kasi dito, parang sa trabaho mo, yung nangyari sa'yo, di ba? Nag-start ka sa mababa.
Yes, sir.
Pag lumipat ka, nadadagdagan. Lipat ka dito,
true.
Gumaganda ang position. Hanggang sa mahanap mo yung kumbaga pinaka-niche mo or pinaka gusto mong gawin sa buhay, makikita mo dito sa Dubai. Opportunities are here. Money is here. Parang makikita mo yung growth mo talaga dito. Talagang mag-grow ka dito sa Dubai. Hindi gaya dun sa iba na parang sa Pilipinas. Call center ka, stuck up ka na dyan forever. Ganun, di ba? Kasi wala ka malipatan walang opportunity Dito, merong opportunity. You just have to be parang patient dun sa mga goals mo. So, dapat diretso ka lang. Yun lang naman.
Tama.
Di ba?
For you guys
so,
listening.
sa mga listeners, try nyo ang Dubai. Baka nandito ang ang luck. ng destiny.
Yes, sir. Your passion may be here. Or like ako din, no? Di sino mo mag-aakala, magpa-podcast ako dito. Pwede ko naman gawin yun sa Pinas, di ba? But I think I found my true calling in the form of audio experience in podcasting here in Dubai. It just this pandemic actually taught me how to build this from scratch. It's very DIY. It's very basement. It's very like wala. Start from
Nasaan
nothing.
ka ba ngayon?
Nasa Mamzar ako. Actually, naglilipat kami ng bahay. Bukas maglilipat na kami. The house is very bare right now. They just stripped it down. But yeah, I'm gonna move. Again, if you're from Dubai, you have to also be prepared to be a NPA, no permanent address. Mga nomad kami lahat dito. Lipat ng lipat ng lipat. Maglilipat ka talaga ng bahay palagi. Damn. Yeah, that's also one of the things you have to get used to, right, Darwin? Kasi syempre.
Yes, tama. Ako naka-4 na bahay na ako.
See?
So 7 years.
You guys heard that? 4 residences in 7 years. Can you believe that? At saka, di ba, napaka-hassle maglipat. Di ba?
Mahirap maglipat dito.
Lalo na sa shop mo. You have to, again, build it from scratch. Bibigyan mo pa siya ng aesthetic, di ba? Kasi you have to let the clients say wow, shit, this place is legit. Look at this place, man. Di ba?
Gusto mo set up tayo ng interview dito gamitin natin yung gamit ko na lang dito.
Actually, yun yung kwento, pinag-uusapan namin ni Flor, pero alam mo naman ako nahihiya. Sinendan ko si Flor ng picture ni Kanye West at Joe Rogan. Flor, kaya ba to dyan? Oo, kuya, parang may angle nga to. Ayos man, that was but again, parang ako, pareho lang tayo. I'm just trying to squeeze in as much time sa ginagawa ko tong podcast. Sa araw na to, let's say, you have a very fucking busy schedule, di ba? My schedule today was I woke up, I had to tear this place down, kasi kailangan na namin magbaklas ng gamit. That was the first thing I did today. Next thing was I have to meet up a friend kasi binibentahan ko din siya ng merch. Bibenta din kami ng merch. For all y'all who's listening right now, we do merch. Huge upside, y'all. You see that? Just like our guest right now who's selling his stuff. We do mugs, we do shirts, and we're not only limited to the audio form, the audio experience, we do have apparels too. So hit us up if you want to get one, if you want yours, hit us a message at Huge Upside, Facebook and Instagram, or any social media platform. And also get Kwarog Tattoos merch as well, that this guy is coming back to the merch industry. He's not only putting out ink, he's also selling merch. Anyway, going back, I want to tell you my schedule.
Nagte-testing lang.
Anong testing? Ang ganda na ng quality. I think it's a big improvement from the last time I got. It's alam ko may sleeveless na kayo dati, and but the part here of the merch, it's still there, though it has a different design. The tag, right?
Customized na, idol, pati yung shirt mismo. Pinatahi namin sa harapan namin, tinahi sa harapan namin, idol, yung shirt.
Yeah, that's nice.
Hindi kami kasi normal, di ba, idol? Bibili ka ng t-shirt, tapos ipapaprint mo.
Oh, yeah.
Hindi kami bumili ng t-shirt, idol. Nagpagawa kami ng t-shirt.
Made.
Yung gusto namin.
So this is a step moving forward. If you want to ensure good qualities on your merch, you have to invest in some stuff. Damn. Again, this is from your learning experience. You tried merch before, di ba? And I think you got your suppliers for the t-shirts were already made. It wasn't made in front of you, di ba? Hindi kayo nagpagawa.
Oo, idol. Oo. Doon ako nag-start, yung una.
Okay.
Gusto ko, medyo mag-step up ng konti. So, tinry ko lang yung mag-customize ng shirt talaga.
And what's it made of? If you don't mind. It's cotton?
Cotton, right? Idol.
100%? Nice. Yes. Describe your merch, man. If you would compare it to a brand out there, the quality and the feel of the cloth and the print, what would it be? What would it be?
Hindi ko maano. Siguro yung mga Nike.
Nice.
At mga Adidas na t-shirt.
Ganon. So,
pure cotton.
if you guys are listening, it's high quality. Go check their mercs out. Just like to go back sa schedule ko. But also like to talk merc more later on. I'm just like to go back schedule ko. Like we're the same, di ba? BC tayo. Like I'm just trying to squeeze in as much time to this podcast with you, our guest. And sa araw na to, nakikmeet up ako, nagbenta ako ng merc. After nagbenta ako ng merc, naglaro pa ako ng basketball with my friend. And then pagkatapos nun, pumunta pa ako sa isang kliyente ko. Nagturo ako for 2 hours. And then umuwi ako. Kasi ako hindi ako nagmamaneho dito. Sa tagal ko na dito, hindi pa ako nagmamaneho sa Dubai. Nag-commute pa rin ako. So that takes like an hour. And when I got home, gastos talaga. When I got home, I'm doing this podcast with you. So it's like dedication talaga yung mga ginagawa natin, our passion. And just how we are trying to like balance everything in our schedules, diba? Work-life balance. Mahirap talaga. And I think ikaw,
sa ibang bansa.
Master ka na nun eh. Senpai ka dun eh. Kasi napaka-busy nung schedule mo. And you still find time for everything. Wow.
Kung gusto, idol.
May paraan.
May paraan.
Yeah. At kung hindi, may dahilan. Excuses and reasons. Gusto ko sanang bumalik doon sa isang topic natin, yung merc. So,
yes.
Why start merc?
I'm building a brand. Parang parehas tayo.
Yeah,
diba?
True. But except
personal brand, kumbaga.
Nasa level 20, nasa level 50 ka na eh. Kami level 1 pa kami.
Parang kasi kailangan kong i-build ang personal brand, idol. So, naisip ko, start muna ako sa merch. Tapos, kung makikita mo yung page namin, apparel and supplies. Kasi may balak akong palakihin sa tattoo supplies din, idol. Nasarili kong brand.
So you're gonna start off with like apparatus, like tattoo apparatuses, like needles and
needles,
stencils.
Stencil, machines na nakapangalan sa akin na. Hindi ko na, ano mo yun? Lalaki yun, idol, lalaki.
I see where you're going with this. Like, yeah, again, like, man, like, do you have an idea now, like, how to do that? Like, do you know how it's made? Have you built, like, a tattoo, like what you're doing? Is that a stencil, right? Like, the one you're holding right now? Have you built one from scratch? Nasubukan mo na yun?
Meron na, idol. Nung high school pa lang ako, ano lang.
Oh, man, this guy knows his craft. He knows what he's talking about. Damn, talk about... Ito na yung almusal niya, tanghalian niya, dinner. What the fuck? This guy is OG guards to tattoo. Man, makikilala mo talaga. Like, and the merc will speak for itself, di ba? Like, when a
check mo, idol, promise mo sa akin, i-review mo yun, pagka nakuha mo yung sayo.
Yay! Good. Thank you.
Hanggang sa packaging.
Thank you very much. I will check it out. So,
PM mo lang si Flor.
Magme-message kami. Swap. What's that like? Like, do you believe like kailangan, di ba, a merc needs a backstory, di ba? It needs, that's a brand, di ba? A brand is a story.
Yes.
And for it to resonate to the customers, to the audience, to whoever's buying, it has to have a story. So, Darwin, what is the story behind Kwarog in one sentence that you'd like to say out for your merc, for the people to know? If you can coin it in one sentence, di ba, sa Nike may just do it.
Mm-hmm.
For Kwarog, what's that, man?
Respect the ink.
Respect the ink. Nice.
Yan yung nakalagay. So, ang lesson, gusto kong sabihin doon is parang pagka may nakita kang may tattoo, hindi mo pwedeng i-judge yung tattoo.
There's a story,
malay
right?
mo, may meaning, may story sa kanya na super meaningful. kahit pangit na tattoo, pero super meaningful sa kanya. Hindi mo naman alam. So, don't judge people by just the tattoos, right?
100%. Don't judge the book
Kaya,
by its cover. Don't judge the person by how many tattoos he has. Naalala ko, naglalaro ko ng isang game, Dead Island ata yun. Nagsabi ng tao doon, ewan ko nung taong nun, marami siyang tattoo. Paano ko mapagtiwalaan ng tao yun? Dami niyang tattoo. Like, di ba? Like, even in Japan, if you got a lot of tattoos, you get judged to be like part of the Yakuza. So, can you dispel it for our audience, Darwin? What having a tattoo is like?
parang it's a statement. Parang it's a way on how you express yourself, express your experience to share your experience to others, or something meaningful sa'yo. Para sa akin, parang okay na yun yung gawin mong tattoo kasi yun nga yung parang chine-cherish mo sa buhay mo. Parang ganun. Kasi tattoos will stay on your skin for life. So
100%.
parang mas okay yung may meaning na sa'yo para, di ba? Kaysa yung walang meaning, magmumukha ka lang tanga. Pag tinanong ka kung ano yung meaning ng tattoo mo, para saan yung tattoo mo, wala lang. Pangit naman, di ba?
Yeah.
Mas okay kung
it's gotta have a meaning. It's gotta have a story.
merong something. Oo, yan.
Gusto ko sanang, for my wife who's listening right now, like, Darwin,
Hello, wifey.
How will you convince my wife so that I can get a tattoo?
Magpatato kayo sabay.
Actually, that was the plan, you know? That was the plan.
Oh.
Alam mo, bago nangyari lahat ng to, she was supposed to come back here. So she came here last year, summertime, for 3 weeks lang. Parang nag-honeymoon lang kami. Kakakasal lang namin 2018 December. Tapos pumasyal siya dito for 3 weeks. And balak sana namin magpa-schedule with you that time. Nahihiya lang talaga ako. Pero nakausap ko na sila Tomo, nakausap ko na sila Flor noon dati, sila Timothy. Oh,
dapat nagpa-book ka, idol.
Kaya nga, alam mo naman ako, medyo mahihain at tamad din minsan. Like, you know.
Walang hiya-hiya sa atin, idol. Kausapin mo lang ako, rectime mo na ako kung ano.
Yeah, kaya nga nangyari na to, di ba? Like, man, I gotta get Darwin on the show, man. But,
I'm happy
thank you. Thanks,
to be your
man.
guest.
I'm not trying to flatter Darwin here kasi may connection kami. Like, pareho kami pinagdaanan. I'm not showering or sugarcoating Darwin na pinupuri ko siya. No. Because acquaintance kami before and magkakilala kami, magkasama kami sa isang bahay. Pareho yung CR namin. Oh my God, I can't believe that. Man, we shared the same house. So at some point, shared the same food. That was a very nice experience, humbling experience. Also, Darwin, sana kung naligaw na ako. Kasi medyo free-flowing tayo and something new for this podcast too. Like, salamat for coming to the show. This guy is very humble.
Thank you, idol. Sorry, medyo busy lang talaga.
Ayos lang yun. Actually, ito na yung gusto namin palabas eh. Like, it's very straight up DIY, man. And again, we just like to go back to my wife. We were supposed to have that scheduled with you. I think masaya siya na hindi natuloy kasi she wants to keep my body free from tattoos. I really want to get one. I was like, I was coming up with designs, di ba? But again, like, I think everything happens for a reason.
Convince natin. Akong kakausap sa kanya.
Nice, thank you. Darwin, ito pa yung sinabi niya. For my wife who's listening to this episode right now, come on, we need this on the show. We need this drama. So like, sabi niya, masaya ako na hindi ka natutuloy doon sa shop. Kasi baka bigyan ka niya ng tattoo. I was like, okay.
Wow.
Like, pero again, like, she really, you know, it takes a lot of convincing.
Okay lang yan. Sabihin ko kay ate, Ate Apple.
Yes, that's right.
Ang tattoo is parang jewelry lang po. Hindi po mag-iiba ang ugali, hindi po mag-iiba. Medyo magiging astig lang ang looks ni Kuya.
Yeah.
Pero siya pa rin po yan. Asawa mo pa rin.
That's still me. Para alam mo yung concept ko ngayon, dahil marami akong gusto na designs dati, mga tribal,
Hindi ko na
dumating ko sa
maalala.
ganon. Gusto ko yung designs na parang alien. Gusto ko yung designs na parang Star Wars. Pero ngayon, alam ko na yung gusto ko ipapalagay sa katawan ko. Ito lang
Ano
simple
yun?
lang. Ito lang. Yes,
Yan.
simple lang.
Pwede na yan.
Ano lang ata to?
Leave the brand.
Ano na to Pero anyway, like, kasya na to sa back ko, small back. Anyway, naalala ko dati, tinitignan mo yung likod ko Pwede
Pwede yan, go.
Blank canvas tong likod mo. Tapos tinitignan mo din yung tie ko. Pwede Parang sinoli lang, di ba? Tinitignan niya yung yun Pwede
yan, go, go, go.
Go, go, go. But anyway, that was really nice memories with you. So, Darwin, just like to tell you, again, like we've been talking about Kwarog tattoos here for like the past hour and so. Just like to tell you something about Huge Upside. You guys don't know what Huge Upside is. We're a podcast. We're a platform of support, especially in dire times like this. During the pandemic, we recognize untapped potential. And other than untapped potential, we are a platform of support, and we like to spread positivity in this most difficult times, this year of 2020, where we did not expect a lot of things has gone down and has happened. And this is the world we live in now. It's crazy. And then we'd like to be a platform. Diba? New normal. No? I don't think it's a new normal for you, bro. Kasi sanay na sanay ka nang magsuot ng mask and gloves. Because you have to be hygienic in front of your clients, right? Diba?
Yes, sir.
Sanay na sanay ka na. I would just like to ask you.
Sanay na.
Okay, let me finish up what I was about to say. So we're a platform of support, and then like this podcast came out of this pandemic. And we're like this, trying to reach out to people, give them good stories so that during their break time, during their work time, or their commute, nagmamaneho sila, nagda-drive sila sa Cheekside Road or whatever road you're driving in, you're listening to something really good. May value. We got a very good, valuable episode right now with Kwarog and Darwin. Kwarog Tattoos. Just like to go back to the new norm, what's this adjustment like? Paano yung adjustment mo? Di ba may mask ka na ngayon? Pero sanay ka naman din sa mask. Nurse ka dati.
Oo naman.
Ngayon, nagtatato ka na. Parang wala lang.
Normal.
Ganong
new normal yung nakaganto ko sa labas.
Yun. Pero nakikita naman namin sa videos mo kahit wala pang pandemic, nakamask ka na. So like, you know what it's about. So like, you have really adjusted well for this pandemic. Anyway, I don't want to take too much of your time because again, I respect your time with your clients and respect your own personal time. So we're about to end on this episode po.
Let's do part 2.
Yes, let's do part 2. Darwin, ang Huge Upside is about recognizing the upside of life. Mga kung si KantaTERO na gray pa, yun na yung mga silver linings ng buhay. So this is Huge Upside. We recognize the upside of life. So for you, may tanong lang ako.
Yes,
ano bang huge upside sa na nakikita mo ngayon as you being a tattoo artist, and your brand, what you're trying to put out there, and your content sa social media, sa YouTube, what is the huge upside you can come up with?
Huge upside siguro yung ginagawa ko as a whole, hindi lang para sa akin. Ang upside sa akin is YouTube ko, tutorials ko, may mga natutulungan akong tattoo artist, may inspire sa akin. Yung mga natatatuan ko, may nagigain silang kunwari, maganda yung tattoo nila, na gusto nila yung tattoo nila. At least may nagigain sila sa akin. Kumbaga, ang hirap i-explain pero yung ginagawa ko ngayon as a whole is hindi lang para sa akin. Para sa family ko, para sa kliyente ko, para sa mga nanonood ng videos ko, may nakukuha sila sa akin. Kaya parang
value, di ba?
Yun yung pinaka
may napupulot sila.
Value. Oo, yun.
Darwin, that's all I could hope for and an answer from a guest like you. You're like to put out value for people. Actually, wala namang tama at mali na sagot doon eh. Kasi it all depends. Like we are different. Like we all have our different perspectives in life, di ba?
Pero in-expect mo ba yung sagot na yun sa akin o hindi?
Hindi. Hindi. Iba yun. Iba, ang gusto ko sanang marinig, iba eh. Pero yun nga, it's different. Everyone has a different answer to that, and that's our signature question, by the way. And
ano ba yung mga normal na sagot, Idol?
Normal na sagot, Idol, like na-realize nila na sa pandemic na to, na-realize nila na overweight na sila, na-realize nila na ganito ganyan, may magagawa sila. So just going back to untapped potential, kung overweight ka na tao, you are not in your weight, di ba? May potential doon. Pwede kong magbawas ng timbang. So that's the huge upside na I can go from fat to sexy. I can be overweight to having abs, or I can start a podcast sa this pandemic, like yung ginagawa namin, to give value out to the people, so there's something they can listen to para ma-inspire sila to be motivated, or just pampatay lang ng oras, or just to entertain them during their downtime. And like what you're doing also to your YouTube channel, to your video
downside
contents.
Lang, Idol. Ang downside ko is yung nauubos yung oras ko.
Yan lang. But these are the reps. I think you think para sa'yo may patuloy mo pa tong ginagawa mo like 10 years from now, or is that the reason why nagbubukas ka ng mercs para slowly mapakawalan mo na yung passion mo of tattooing, para yung mercs na lang yung magpalakad ng income mo?
Ay, hindi. Magtatattoo ako for life, Idol.
Yes! Yan ang gusto kong marinig. For life!
Kasi dinedicate ko na yung buhay ko dito, kaya wala na akong ibang dapat gawin pa kundi magtattoo lang buong buhay, Idol. Yes. It's a passion now.
It's a passion.
We need to parang live the consequences. Pagka na, diyan ka na.
Ganun talaga eh. Like, and time is also a part of that. Like, anyway, mahal mo naman yung ginagawa mo, di ba? You're an artist. Like, super. This is the grind. This is the process na hinahanap mo, di ba? Parang parang nag-gym ka. Hindi kompleto yung araw ko pag hindi ako nakapagbuhat. Parang ganun na din yung pagtatato sa'yo.
Oo, Idol.
Hinahanap mo.
Nagkakasakit nga ako. Actually, tumigil ako ng pandemic, Idol. Nagkasakit ako. Kasi hindi sanay yung katawan ko ng tulog.
Holy shit! Seryoso?
Oo, bro. Basta pag
tumigil
ako ng 2 days.
Nagkasakit ka.
Tigil ako ng 2 days, magkakasakit ako. Matik.
Parang lang ata yan, para bumabawi yung katawan mo. I think that's it. Like, bumabawi siya sa pagod na naranasan niya kasi hindi ka nga nagpapahinga, di ba? Pero
hindi ko maintindihan, Idol.
I think, pero gusto mo yun, yung madalas ka nang magpahinga din? Yung makarest ka ng 2 days? Goal mo ba yan?
Isang araw, okay na ako.
Di ba? Pero I think kailangan lang masana yung katawan mo kasi sanay na yung katawan mo sa grind ng schedule mo eh. Ilan yun? 16 hours a day? Or 12? Damn.
Idol. More than 12 hours eh. Every day.
Every day. Yun yung hustle and grind ni Darwin. But again, like...
Kaya ako dinala na yung family ko dito para, during breaks, pwede ko sila mahag. Yung mga bata. Kasi magkahiwalay eh.
Support system yun eh. Plus, yun yung mga downside at upside. Pero may isa pa akong tanong sana. Nakita kitang nagbubuhat sa gym. What's that like, man? You worked in a gym before. Gold's Gym, shout out. Ngayon, nagbubuhat na kayo dalawa ni Flor. Kita ko na yung mga cuts.
Ko si Flor.
Yung mga cuts mo. Alam ko naman dati may hugis na yung katawan mo eh. Ako mataba ako na tao eh. So kayo yung mga lean at mga may figure na. Madali lang yan, tol. Nakikita ko na nga eh. Kung magpatuloy kayo, sasabog na yung mga deltoids mo, yung mga biceps mo, yung triceps mo. alam mo sana ito yung gusto ko sanang gawin kasi sa Huge Upside may mga challenges kami ginagawa. This week is burpee, 1 minute burpee challenge. Yun sanang gagawin natin, pupunta ako dyan, papa 1 minute burpee kita. Sige, okay, nag-gym ka. Good thing. Handa ka na ba doon? Pwede, di ba? Kayo dalawa ni Flor, mag-burpees kayo 1 minute, sasali kayo sa challenge namin. It's nice. Like I'm glad. Ba't naisipan mo nang mag-gym?
Kasi, ang priority ko is yung likod ko, idol. Ay tama na yung likod ko.
Oh shit, ano yan? Spinal mo o yung muscle lang? Muscle tear?
Muscle lang, idol. Nagkakaspasm na dahil nga sa sobrang tagal na nakaupo.
Oo nga, no?
Nakayuko, yung mga ganyan. So, kailangan kong i-strengthen yung core
back
ko,
mo.
yung back and abs, ganyan. Para, mismo yung trunk ko, mismo gusto kong patigasin para mabuhat niya yung katawan ko pag gumakapo ako ng... Yan ang pinaka-goal ko. Pero, andun na ako sa gym, isabay ko na rin yung ibang muscle, di ba?
Oh, syempre. Para you wanna look good. Palakin mo yung mga braso mo. But anyway, like that was nice to hear. Like, someone like Darwin also works out in the gym. Kasi minsan maiisip mo, yung mga tattoo artist ay parang skinny dudes din, parang hippie din. But no, Darwin is different, man. Like, look at this guy. He's recognized a huge upside. He needs to take care of himself too, like all of us. We're all human at the end of the day. We have to invest in our bodies. Because that's...
Yun, ang galing mo talaga.
Yes, sir. This is what we're about. Huge Upside is about health, fitness, and nutrition. We started with that. Yung mga guests namin dati, puro health and nutrition yung nag-ikot lang dyan. But now we got Kwarog Tattoos, a very good tattoo artist. And we're going to do part 2, right? Let's set the date.
Sir.
I'll keep in touch with Flor. Man, thank you. Salamat. Maraming salamat, idol.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for spending the time here. And for all of you who's been listening right now, you can listen to this as much as you can, but there's still part 2 coming soon, as promised on this episode. But anyway, thank you for taking the time to listen, y'all. And see you on the next episode of the Huge Upside. This is Mikhail, and on behalf of Out of Shape Dad, who's not with us right now, and also from Darwin, Kwarog Tattoos. This is Huge Upside signing out. Thank you all for coming and watching and listening to us. See you soon.